Midnight at the bookstore. The rain came without warning, a sudden downpour that swept through the sleepy city streets and sent Claire dashing for cover. She slipped into the little corner bookstore on Maple Street, the bell above the door chiming softly as she entered. It was past 11, and the store, open 24 hours by some lovely quirk of its owner, was nearly empty. Nearly. She shook out her umbrella and ran a hand through her damp hair, eyes scanning the cozy, dimly lit interior. That's when she saw him. Standing in the classics section, holding Pride and Prejudice like it was some kind of secret treasure. It had always been her favorite. He noticed her then, his eyes locking with hers in that way that makes time do strange things. She walked toward him without really thinking about it, drawn by something both familiar and entirely unknown. "You too?" he asked, lifting the book slightly with a sheepish smile. Claire laughed softly. "Every time it rains, actually. It's tradition." He grinned, the kind of smile that felt like it could light up even the darkest storm. "A woman of excellent taste." They sat in the reading nook by the window, the storm painting the glass in rivers of silver. The clerk, who had seen more than a few love stories blossom in that store, brought them coffee without a word. Claire wrapped her hands around the warm cup, savoring both the heat and the silence, until he spoke again. "I'm Daniel," he said. "Claire." They spoke in soft voices, the kind reserved for libraries and first meetings that feel like more. They talked about books, of course, but also about childhood memories and the smell of old paper, about loneliness and hope and the odd comfort of thunderstorms. Time melted. The rain fell harder. At one point, Claire tucked a loose strand of hair behind her ear and said, "It's funny. I always come here when I need to feel something real." Daniel's eyes didn't leave hers. "Maybe that's why I came tonight." The store was empty when they finally stood to leave, the rain now a quiet drizzle. Outside, the city was slick with reflections. Daniel walked her to the door, hesitated, and then gently took her hand. "Would you meet me here again?" he asked, his thumb brushing against her skin. Claire felt the soft flutter of something new and beautiful blooming inside her. She smiled. "Same time?" she said. "Same book." From that night on, the little bookstore at midnight became theirs. With every storm, every late-night conversation, and every page turned, they wrote a love story that wasn't bound by paper, but by heart.